Hey guys, this is Shan from InstantVeg.com, and today we will be making vegan coconut milk ice cream, made without any bananas, and you don't need an ice cream maker to make it. So I'm just going to start out by mixing together a half a cup of sugar, and I'm using organic granulated sugar here, which is vegan. And I'm adding 2 kinds of vanilla to this ice cream for a super vanilla flavored ice cream. So the first one that you see me adding here is called vanilla sugar, and it's actually like powdered sugar with a vanilla bean mixed into it. If you don't have that, you don't have to include it. The second vanilla that I'm adding is regular vanilla extract. And then I'm just going to dump in an entire can of full-fat coconut milk, and you need to use canned coconut milk. It's very important. Don't use the kind of coconut milk that you drink. It doesn't have all the fat in there, and it might have other ingredients that just won't work. So please use a good quality, full-fat canned coconut milk and mix it together. Once you got all the lumps blended out of your coconut milk mixture, then you are ready to pour it into a mold. And the molds that I'm using here are silicone mini muffin molds. You can buy these on Amazon, and they usually come in like a multi-pack, so you get 2 or 3. They're not very expensive, and they're very durable. You can use these obviously for baking, but they're also really good for freezing things, because with the mold being so flexible, it just makes it easy to pop things out once they're frozen. Okay, so now that I have my frozen ice cream in the silicone molds, I'm going to pop out the little pieces and put them right into my food processor. And one little tip, guys, if you are using silicone molds, it's always a good idea to rinse them off as soon as you're done using them. They don't always wash up well in a dishwasher, so I recommend placing your emptied mold under some warm running water as soon as you're done with it to keep it nice and clean. As you can see, popping the frozen ice cream pieces out of the silicone mold is probably the most time-consuming part of this recipe, so hopefully you don't mind if I just speed this part up a little bit. Then I am going to blend the pieces with some soy milk, and you can use any kind of plant-based milk that you want. You could use oat milk, you can use almond milk, cashew milk. It'll all work really well. So I'm just going to slowly add in the milk and process the chunks until it gets nice and smooth. And you're going to need to take the lid off the food processor every now and then, scrape down the sides, push it down a little bit, mash it up, and then keep processing. Just keep doing this for a couple minutes until you have a nice smooth consistency. Now you may be watching this and wondering, could I make this in a blender? And sure enough, like you will see in lots of videos on YouTube where people make ice cream in like a Vitamix, you can do it. I have tried it myself, and I found out that a food processor just works a little bit better because it has a much larger blade, and the blade spins a little bit slower than it does in a blender, which helps keep the ice cream nice and cold. So now you can see that I'm getting a very nice and smooth ice cream. There's no more chunks, and it basically looks like soft serve ice cream at this point. And you can certainly eat it just like it is now, or if you want, you can place that soft serve ice cream into a freezer safe container and freeze it for a few more hours. That way you will have a scoopable vegan ice cream. Now this is also the point where you would want to add any kinds of flavoring such as chopped fruits, nuts, chocolate chips, anything like that. You would want to add it at this point before you put it back into the freezer. For the ice cream I'm making here, I decided to just make this a purely vanilla flavored ice cream. That's my husband's favorite kind, and I think it's also my kids' favorite, so I'm just going to freeze it like it is. And after the ice cream has sat in the freezer for about 3 or 4 more hours, you will have achieved a perfectly scoopable vegan ice cream. I topped mine off with some fresh strawberries, toasted coconut, and some fresh mint. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. You can find the full ingredient amounts as well as a printable recipe on InstantVeg.com. If you like this video, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time for more awesome, easy vegan recipes. Bye!